The film opens by showing two young children living in a coastal area. The young boy is named Tommy, residing with both of his parents, while the young girl, Rebecca, temporarily stays with her grandfather because her mother is busy working in Japan. Tommy and Rebecca are very close, often spending time playing together. One day, while playing, Rebecca reveals that she is going to Japan, where her mother has found a job, and she will live with her there. Tommy is deeply saddened by Rebecca's departure. Rebecca mentions that she will return for her departure the next day. As Rebecca is about to leave, Tommy unexpectedly kisses her. Rebecca, surprised, leaves without saying a word. Time passed, and 12 years later, Rebecca decides to return to her grandfather's home, even though he has passed away. She returns because she deeply misses her childhood friend, Tommy. Rebecca also decides to stay there forever. Then, she tries to go to Tommy's house. Upon arrival, she meets Tommy's mother, who informs her that Tommy has his own house nearby. Rebecca then goes to Tommy's house, where she encounters a woman named Rose, who turns out to be Tommy's girlfriend. Suddenly, someone from behind appears, and it's Tommy. They both are surprised to see each other as adults. During lunch together, they seem engrossed in each other's stories, seemingly ignoring Rose, who eventually decides to leave. They continue their conversation, seemingly unaffected by Rose's departure. Over time, they spend more time together, reminiscent of their childhood. They appear genuinely happy, and their relationship grows closer, resembling that of a couple. One day, Tommy invites Rebecca for a drive, and they set off in a car. During the journey, Rebecca asks Tommy to stop because she needs to pee. Eventually, they pull over on the side of the road. Rebecca gets out to use the restroom, and for reasons unknown, Tommy also exits the car, leading to an unexpected incident. Tommy tragically passes away on the spot. Rebecca appears devastated witnessing the event and can only remain silent, contemplating the recent tragedy. Subsequently, Tommy's body is laid to rest in the vicinity of his residence. Rebecca's days become profoundly lonely without Tommy's presence. At some point, Rebecca invites Tommy's parents. During the meeting, Rebecca has something crucial to share. She proposes a genetic replication procedure performed by an illegal clinic in the city center. This genetic replica could bring Tommy back to life by extracting a portion of Tommy's DNA from his remains. However, Tommy's mother declines Rebecca's offer, considering it an unconventional proposition. Tommy's mother has already come to terms with the loss of her son. The next day, Tommy's father invited Rebecca to meet. Here, it turns out that Tommy's father gave permission to Rebecca to carry out the genetic replication because he wanted to see his son again. Now, Rebecca finally left and engaged in that illegal practice. While there, Rose, unintentionally, happened to work at the same place and saw Rebecca. Several months passed, and the practice succeeded until the genetic material from Tommy's DNA bore fruit. Eventually, Rebecca gave birth to a child and named him Tommy as well. Now, Tommy is growing up normally like any other child. He has the exact face and traits as the previous Tommy, playing with other children normally. One day, while cycling with Rebecca, they encountered Rose, Tommy's former girlfriend, who happened to be talking to the mother of Tommy's friends. And here is where the problem begins. Rose told the mother of Tommy's friends that Tommy is a genetic replica and not Rebecca's biological child. This revelation frightened the mother of Tommy's friends, causing them to avoid Tommy. Eventually, Rebecca chose to move far from their previous home to start a new life with Tommy. Tommy also made new friends in their new residence. Over the years, Rebecca and Tommy went through various experiences. Now, Tommy has grown into an adult, still having the exact face as the previous Tommy. Currently, Tommy has a beautiful girlfriend named Monica. This is what Rebecca feared as Tommy grew up. She worries that Tommy will leave her again one day. Filled with fear, Rebecca enters Tommy's room while he's still asleep. Suddenly, she covers Tommy with a blanket and lies down next to him. Thinking it's his girlfriend, Tommy hugs her. When he realizes it's his mother, he quickly gets up from the bed. Then suddenly, Monica arrives, wanting to engage in hormone activities with Tommy, unaware that Rebecca is under the blanket. At one point, Rebecca is surprised by the arrival of someone, who turns out to be Tommy's mother. Tommy's mother is shocked and continues to gaze at the genetic replica of her own child. Tommy asks Rebecca about the woman, but Rebecca instructs Tommy to go inside the house while Tommy's mother leaves the place. Tommy becomes more confused and curious about the woman. However, Rebecca doesn't disclose the woman's identity. During a meal together, Tommy expresses anger towards Rebecca. Rebecca is also extremely confused about how to explain to Tommy. Reluctantly, Rebecca has to reveal all the secrets she has been hiding. She shows all the photos of the deceased Tommy to the present Tommy. Finally, Tommy learns that he is a genetic replica of the deceased Tommy. Tommy is furious and confused because he doesn't know who Rebecca is. He doesn't know himself and is unsure about what to do with his life now. And for some reason, Tommy and Rebecca suddenly having hormone activities. However, here, Rebecca felt satisfied because she could finally bring back the Tommy she once loved dearly by her side. But unlike Tommy, he eventually chose to leave Rebecca. Rebecca accepted it gracefully, even though she had to experience that sadness once again, as, in the end, she was left by Tommy for the second time, and possibly, forever. And the movie came to an end.